They pre-tension the sling into the loading position, then place the 130-pound Susie aboard.
Oh yeah.
She's in.
She's in.
That's it.
If you've ever flown economy, you know just how Susie's feeling. But it's all systems go for a second shot at the world record.
Okay, I'm pulling the pin. Guys, go ahead and start up.
The Greydalls slowly stretch up the surgical rubber.
Looking good. Adam, get ready to fire. Go ahead.
Roger that.
Okay, I recommend to fire. Go, Adam.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As Jamie would say, whoops.
Well, that was a familiar result.
So what went wrong this time?
What happened is the same thing that happened with our bowling ball. The sling is actually rotating around, holding on to the dummy and slinging him back. How we solved that, I'm not exactly sure. We put almost absolute full tension on the rig this last run, and the dummy looked like she was going pretty awful fast. I think if we can manage to release her properly, we'll see what this rig is capable of.
Adam thinks that taking up some of the seat's slack might help to release the dummy.
You could almost tie a knot around that. Just give it a
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They also try seating her sideways.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, Tori, and I like that. 5 minutes, I want to be going, woo!
Seconds out, round 3.
Okay, go ahead and start to tension.
Tension's the word. Another failure now, and this myth's in trouble.
Adam, I want you to do the count quick once we get into position, over. Okay, stop Grant. Fire at will.
I am firing in 3, 2, 1.
We still didn't really get a good launch. At least it wasn't a, throwback.
The high-speed camera shows that Susie slipped out of her sling, so she didn't receive all the available thrust.
128 feet. I'm afraid she's still a Canadian.
Border crossing, that's what it's all about.
There's only enough daylight left for one final launch. Buster's understudy, Rescue Randy, takes the hot seat.
Okay, oops.
He's going to be shooting for the world human cannonball record of 201 feet. Jamie's made a last-minute adjustment to the sling arrangement. Adam's impressed.
Let's go! Jamie, it looks a lot more diabolical now. I don't know, you might have done it.
Not one to be left out, Adam makes his own modification to the launch seat so that the dummy sits higher up.
This is center of bounce was about here. I want it to be here. That was that string, this is that string.
It looks high, Adam.
I know it looks high, but he was real low last time. This is a classic Mythbusters scenario. We're just about to do the end thing. You've made a modification and I'll have made a modification, and we'll both want to take credit if it works. I've seen it before.
You can take credit, Adam.
Oh, he sucked me in the jaw.
There you go. The center of balance is pretty much dead in the middle.
Okay.
I think this one's gonna go. I do.
How far?
220 feet.
220?
The light is fading fast. They hurriedly pre-tension the sling and make a final pre-flight inspection.
I think it looks pretty good.
Let's pull the pin and do it. Pin is out. Release cable is clear.
Okay, go ahead and tension.
I want this to work.
Grant and Tori slowly advance towards the edge of the dock. To get the 165-pound dummy past the world record marker, they'll need every inch of the 40-foot stretch.
Grant, stop. Tori, keep going.
When the sling is at maximum tension, 4,000 pounds of pressure is ready to be unleashed.
Okay, stop. Fire at will.
3, 2, 1.
Blast off. Now that's a throw.
Wow! He's faster than 200 more! That's a record! Word.
Nice.
Miraculously, the dummy is still in one piece.
You're not gonna get the mattress, that's for freaking sure.
Look back and
I know.
that's a hell of a flight.
My money says he would have gone over if we had more time to balance it. Because it's not far
He would
away.
have gone over the fence, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would reckon that he would have easily made it over the fence because we lost so much energy to this.
Yeah.
The high-speed camera shows that Buster's stunt double still slipped out of the sling, causing him to rotate. But it was still quite a flight.
You broke the world record for cannonball.
What is it? What was our distance?
Your distance at the first landing was 211 feet.
Well,
Nicely done.
I'd say that's a good job.
job.
That's all we can do today.
Let's pack up and
beautiful work.
go home. I'm tired.
They've flung their final fling. It's been a myth-busting marathon, which started like this and ended like this. A world record for a dummy at least. Not a bad consolation prize, but the myth of the border slingshot is busted.
You know, that was a lot of fun to try, but I think you and I were both pretty clear from the get-go that the whole idea of a traveling rig that throws immigrants 200 yards onto a mattress was ludicrous.
Yeah, but from an engineering standpoint, we did prove that it would be possible, and I think that we could have done it if we had another week or so to nut it out.
Yeah, it might have been possible, but look at the spirit of the myth. To throw them 200 yards would be a much bigger thing than we built, and ours is in no way portable. And Randy was going 56 miles per hour when we threw him 200 feet. If we threw him 200 yards, he'd be going close to 100 miles an hour. And everything we've done with Buster says that's not a survivable fall, no matter what kind of mattress you've got.
You just need more of them, maybe like 200.
No way. This thing is completely and totally busted. We did it.
Yeah, well, okay, it's busted. Okay, black powder rifle, distance of 3 feet.
Oh yeah, I see the round in the back of the box. That's definitely lethal at 3 feet.
Dead through 3 feet, safe through 5. But with the 23-degree shooting angle, you'd actually be safe just 2 feet under the surface. So, bring on the pump-action shotgun.
Okay, deer slug in the shotgun, 15 feet.
It was this that split their first rig. And just like then, it's firing at 1,400 feet per second. Adam's in to inspect the ballistics gel, but there's no bullet in it. It's empty.
It dropped right below me, so it expended all its energy. More at like 10 feet rather than 15 feet, so let's bring it up to 10.
Okay. Same
Same increment as before.
And 3, 2, 1. It's smoking.
It may be smoking, but yet again the round falls short of the target, so the gel's moved up to 8 feet.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see what we got.
Jamie's beginning to enjoy this. And this time it's a hit, so the shotgun's lethal at 8 feet. With this angle, below 4 feet, and you'd be safe. And next up, it's the first of the supersonic weapons. The 223 rifle, firing at a frightening 2,500 feet per second.
So this is the 223 at 10 feet.
Now that was loud. Frogman Adams in to assess the damage.
That was right there.
Well, there's your problem. This thing just exploded. What are these, hollow points or something?
No, just full metal jacket.
That's the very tip of it.
I mean, it's littered down there. I got up all the pieces I could.
Well, Adam, let's just bring this sucker right up to the shortest distance we can do. What's that, like 3 feet?
Absolutely, it's 3 feet.
3, 2, 1.
Surely 3 feet can't stop that mother.
The tip of the bullet was just resting at the ballistics gel.
Wow, this thing's breaking up the minute it hits the water. So, you know, no wonder we can't hit the ballistics gel.
So, as surprised as I am to say it, 223, myth actually confirmed.
On entering the water, the supersonic 223 bullet decelerates so fast that it disintegrates into tiny black fragments, which sink slowly to the bottom of the pool. So the team jumped the gun to the M1, firing at 2,800 feet per second. This is a serious weapon, and one that's already been through the Mythbusters mill. When Adam and Jamie tested how tough bulletproof glass was, no guns could penetrate it. Until, that is, they tried the M1.
That went right through it.
This puppy flew straight through.
And 3, 2, 1.
And the results? The same as for the 223. Tiny fragments of bullet.
You know what? Instead of going to 5 feet, let's bring this thing right back up to, you know, that 2 foot, 3 foot mark that we had.
Okay. This is the M1 Grand 30 caliber at 2 feet. 2, 1.
At 2 feet, the powerful M1 just pierces the ballistics gel.
It's about 4 inches in, which by our calibration is just enough to break the skin.
Incredibly, this myth is confirmed for another supersonic gun.
Considering that out of water, that very bullet, when we were testing our blast chamber, went through 2.5 inches of bulletproof glass, the water obviously has a profound effect on the bullet in completely eliminating its deadliness very quickly. It's 2 feet underwater, 10 inches down from the surface. The myth's confirmed.
That only leaves the frightening 50 cal. But are the Mythbusters brave enough to shoot this brute into the pool?
I don't know whether you understand what is about to happen here, but this is the M1 Grand.
Yeah.
This is the 50 caliber. The M1 Grand holds 150 grains. This one is 600 grains.
This kills you. This kills you and everyone else in the room.
Despite its crazy size, it looks like Jamie's going to bite the bullet and really fire this thing.
Yeah, let's just be prepared to unpack and get out of here really fast. Hopefully we'll be gone before the pool fully drains.
Jamie's not being quite so lighthearted.
So the safety's off now?
I would think so, yeah.
Okay.
With the bullet loaded, it's time to step back to safety. For everyone except Jamie.
Okay, eyes and ears. This is the 50 caliber at 10 feet.
Come hell or high water, this beast is going to get fired.
3, 2, 1.
Well, everyone seems to be alive.
Yeah, look at the water coming off of the roof.
That was more like an explosion than a gunshot. But where's the banana bullet?
There is no bullet in the ballistics gel.
But with this weapon, the bullet could have gone through the gel and buried itself in the far side of the pool.
What do you got?
I got a bunch of stuff. It expended all its energy within 3 feet and became totally non-lethal. Wow.
At 23 degrees, even the terrifying 50 cal won't get you. Just 14 inches under, and you'd be safe.
Well, Adam, this is totally amazing. Even with the .50 caliber, an armor-piercing round, it lost all its energy within the first couple of feet. It ripped the copper jacket off of it and didn't penetrate the target.
Well, just like all our other high-powered rifles.
Yeah.
And yet, with the slower muzzle velocity weapons like a handgun, the black powder rifle, and the shotgun, we found deeper penetration, sometimes as much as 8 feet. But at a 30-degree angle, you'd still only have to get your body under about 3 feet, which is quite achievable.
Well, I guess you know what that means.
Yeah, the myth is confirmed. You would be safe.
Not that I'd want to try it.
3, 2, 1.
Somehow, the arrow found a way between the shafts.
That was a beautiful shot, but don't have a split arrow.
3, 2, 1. Ooh!
That was a good one.
Another test, and this time, a partial split.
That is the best so down far. Here, right here.
Now,
Just fell off this bottom one. Ah, see?
3, 2, 1.
That was a good shot.
Grant's rig is right on target, but still no Robin Hood. Just a growing pile of kindling.
3, 2, 1.
There's another big piece. We got a little bit of a split here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. But, you know, still not a Robin Hood.
Tori thinks the amount of kinetic energy being delivered to the target might be too great.
I don't know, I'm just thinking that this might be too powerful and it's just splintering them instead of actually splitting them.
The solution? Move the rig back. But now the wind is becoming a factor, and they're not hitting anything.
Well, gosh darn it.
This myth is fast becoming one ye old pain in the arrow shaft. Makes you wonder how they did it in the movie, doesn't it?
We had to move the rig inside because it turns out the wind is really becoming a factor with these arrows, and our accuracy is totally off. So we've moved everything inside, and we're going to try this experiment again.
Our current thinking is that there's too much kinetic energy. One of two possibilities is our fired arrow comes in and hits a target arrow and just shatters it. The other possibility, and this is Tori's theory, is that the fired arrow comes in and hits a target arrow, which flexes, and it doesn't allow us to get a clean shot down the middle. So hopefully, by reducing the amount of velocity, we can reduce the kinetic energy and get a clean split right down the middle.
Still nothing.
We've given up. Obviously, from any distance, we're not getting the accuracy that we need in order to split the arrow. We're going to take accuracy out of the equation and move into the end of an arrow. We're going to put the machine right on it, fire it, and see if that is able to split an arrow.
They set up for a point-blank shot. Will the target split, or might Tori be on the lookout for a new bow?
There's a minor possibility we might break Tori's bow, but the producer has agreed to buy Tori a new bow.
3,
Everyone
2,
takes cover.
1.
Oh, that happened.
All right, well,
Dude, this is...
It split it around 6 inches.
Looks like there could be a split in the build team as well.
Guys, in my mind, this is busted. I mean, there's no way anybody's going to be able to do this on command if we're right up against it with every possible accuracy established. I'm thinking this is busted right here, personally.
Now they're splitting hairs.
well, the only problem is that how we defined it is it possible? We didn't add the on-demand part.
Yeah, but that is the myth. I mean, he has to be able to do it one right after the other. Otherwise, it's just a fluke.
It's possible.
It
to
is a
fluke it.
fluke.
On a fluke, but that's
But it
not
is
the
possible.
myth. On a fluke, that's just silly.
I think it's too soon to call it busted. I think it is possible. Maybe it's not, but I just think it's too soon to call it busted.
I'm willing to give it another shot, but you guys are going to have to prove to me that this is possible on demand for me to actually personally feel it's confirmed or plausible whatsoever.
Back in the days of yore, at the Tulare County Renaissance Fair, 16 noble archers have accepted the Mythbusters challenge. Whomsoever can split a wooden arrow from nock to tip shall claim the coveted golden arrow. Each Each contestant gets 3 shots. When that doesn't work, they all fire in formation.
I didn't see any splitting arrows.
The target's got more bristles than a porcupine, but there's still not a split arrow in sight.
How many of you have done it before?
I've done small tree, you mean? Yeah.
No, I split the arrow.
Not splitting all the way down. Not all the way down to the head. Half. Only got a halfway.
Travis Fletcher is master of an archery guild whose members shoot at Renaissance fairs all over the state. He has his own ideas about the origin of the myth.
The splitting of the arrow was actually more likely an archery game that was used in order to train the archers. It was called slisting the wand, where an arrow would have been set as a vertical target, either in the ground or against a tree. And then the archers would have attempted to split the arrow or slit the arrow with theirs.
We came here to see if any archer could split an arrow, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think that this is impossible.
Looks like we're going to have to take the golden arrow home with us.
Oh, that's too bad. And we are locked and loaded.
Back at Mythbuster HQ, they're still trying to split an arrow. It took less time to split the atom.
And 3, 2.
Once again, they've got arrow and target shaft touching.
Look at the angle. It just kind of carved it out.
Tori and Grant study the high-speed shot.
The blade of the arrow is just basically following the grain of the wood and just popping out where it ends.
Yeah, also I see that the arrow is kind of flexing on impact.
Yeah, maybe what we should do is make a channel so that way the shooting arrow follows that all the way down the target arrow and it has no chance of moving.
Right, they're like totally aligned, and then as it goes through, you get a straight split.
Yeah, okay.
Some might call it thorough. Some might call it cheating. Grant fashions a thin tube that encases both arrow and target, holding them in exact alignment. Hopefully, the arrow will be guided all the way along the target shaft, splitting it right down the middle.
3, 2, 1.
They try a copper tube.
3, 2, 1.
They try carbon fiber, but nothing can stop that arrow from following the grain.
So as far as I'm concerned, with all of our testing, which I believe was extremely thorough, I'm calling this one busted. You cannot split an arrow from the tail to the tip, and unless somebody can come out of the woodworks with either a video or does it right in front of my eyes on command, one after the other, I'm saying this is busted.
I'm totally with you. Busted.
Busted with a capital B.
Time so he doesn't rip the thing. He's gonna favor the upwind side of the X a little bit, over. You guys make sure you can get under that truck in a hurry, over. Okay, Steve, I'd say go ahead and release at will. You look good, over. Okay, he's releasing, guys.
It's going.
It's going.
Oh, it's beautiful!
Be careful before you speak too soon.
Look at that! Woo!
It's not over yet.
I know! Come on, Buster!
Look at those little entry ramps are like wings, you know?
Oh, that's great!
Buster's on the ground. Buster's on the ground.
Well, that looked like a much nicer ride. I'll hazard a guess that Buster may well be intact this time entirely.
But appearances can be deceptive. Buster has once again sustained some severe damage, but would he have survived?
All the 50G shock watches broke on all of his limbs, but in his chest, the 75 and the 100 did not get tripped.
So that means that he got all busted up. He would not be a happy camper, but he might just be alive.
If you could have leaped out of the airplane with this raft, inflated it in midair, rigged 4 points to it so you could hang from it like a parachute, you might, just might survive. But all the other aspects of this are so unrealistic. The odds of you being able to achieve this rig while falling out of a plane are so unlikely as to be almost ludicrous.
This myth has a busted look about it, but the boys decide to give it another go. Next, they'll test Buster on the escape slide.
How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing great, Jamie. I'm not doing a hell of a lot for the cause, but you know, I look good, and that's really important.
Hey, so this is what it's like to be in one of those parades, right?
Come on.
Round 4. Adam's opponent and Buster's new ride is a DC-10 escape slide.
That's the coolest thing ever!
Adam celebrates with more coffee tablets. And like Tigger, he does his best thinking while bouncing.
All right, so we got to figure out where to put Buster in here.
They decide on a rig with a view.
He'll be like this. Oh my God! Like that.
Okay.
After 3 drops with the life raft and a better understanding of the forces at work, Jamie and Adam make short work of the escape slide rig.
Chopper ready to go?
Buster, you are cleared for takeoff.
We should all be clear, like, and be aware the wind's blowing this thing this way once it starts to do liftoff. Wind's increasing, so you guys be ready to duck and cover.
Okay,
2,000 feet.
Okay, he's at 2,000 feet, guys, so be ready. The drop will come anytime.
anytime you're ready.
And the drop has happened.
Oh, look, it's sailing.
Wow.
So far. I bet it flipped, so it's looking like it's wanting to.
Oh.
Tell the guys to watch out.
Watch yourselves, guys. Wow!
Certainly not going where I thought it was going to go, Kelly.
That is incredible.
Oh, damn.
What?
It just looks like it wants to flip so bad anytime now.
I know.
Oh!
I reckon I might almost be willing to take that ride. That looked incredibly gentle.
I got a peak of 42. It's rocking back and forth.
Yeah?
Mostly about in the 20 range.
Once again, Grant's reliable radar gun was the only device to measure Buster's final velocity. But it's crunch time. Is there any life in this Hollywood myth?
Good. Let me
I don't see any damage at all.
In fact, not a single bone is broken.
Let's see his chest.
Nope, it's clean.
And the 50, 75, and 100G shock watches all remain intact.
Well, it looks like Buster survived, so I'll be darned. But, you know, that looked really sweet. It looked like it would have been a lot of fun.
Dude, it looked like it would be also the most terrifying ride in the world. You're like, oh my God, no, okay, I'm okay. Oh, no.
With Buster in good health, it seems this fall was easily survivable. The slide not only slowed his fall, but also acted as a giant airbag on landing.
It surprised the heck out of me with all the difficulty that we had earlier, but it worked like a charm. And, you know, outside of the obvious thing that we keep going against with this myth, that you'll never get into one of these while an aircraft is going for 100 miles an hour or whatever, but if you did, that would be the way to do it.
So what do you think of those results?
Well, that was a lot of fun. You know, in spite of what we thought, actually the the life raft and the slide significantly reduced Buster's velocity.
But you're not going to get that door open that's got the slide in it. The second you inflate it, it's going to rip right off the plane. If you inflate the raft inside the plane, there's no way you're getting it out the door. I mean, it's just every aspect of it, it's busted.
Okay, it's busted.